Electricity has many uses in people's daily lives. However, since independence, the people of Isoko village in Mpulungu district have not had access to a power supply. But government, through the Rural Electrification Authority REA, has come to their aid by commissioning an electricity project to lead Isoko village. Northern Province Minister Freedom Skaze, who commissioned the power project, reaffirmed government's commitment to increasing access to electricity by all Zambians, especially those living in rural areas.
My government, led by the able leadership of His Excellency, Mr. Edgar Chagwarungu, wants to lead by example. I can assure you that my government wants to produce results, especially in rural areas. And the project we are commissioning today is one of the main projects the PF government has implemented in just about 4 years since assuming power.
And Rural Electrification Authority Chief Executive Officer Geoffrey Msonda said electricity is a vital catalyst for economic growth in the country.
I must mention here that what we have created is only but a backbone infrastructure. Our hope is that many more facilities such as private households and businesses can now connect to this infrastructure by applying to ZESCO.
Meanwhile, residents of Isoko village have praised the government for honoring its commitment to extend power supply to their area.
And thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zambia, His Excellency Chagwa Edgar Lungu, for choosing our village, out of so many. All this time, nothing has been done. But in 4 years, somebody is able to give you electricity in Isoko. It's not a surprise.
The people of Isoko have every reason to celebrate as the newly commissioned power project will greatly improve their lifestyle for the better. Reporting for Zanis, I'm Chilofia Kalenga in Mpulungu.
Eastern Province, like many other parts of the country, is currently experiencing erratic rainfall activities. Many farming activities have been negatively impacted, thereby projecting a poor yield during this year's harvest. It is with this realization that the Zambia National Farmers Union, ZNFU, in the province has encouraged farmers to embrace other farming technologies that are resilient in the wake of the poor rainfall pattern being experienced during the 2015-2016 season.
I think this El Nino weather pattern really has affected a lot of farmers. It's like we did not prepare ourselves adequately. But this is the whole reason why, as a union, we have also been encouraging our farmers to diversify, not only to look at crop farming, but also get into other farming activities like livestock, so that in areas or in times like what we have experienced this year, farmers can still be able to depend on other farming activities. So this is a great concern, and we hope our farmers have learned something from this pattern of rainfall.
But according to Provincial Metrological Department, the region is likely to experience improved rainfall pattern between normal to below normal, but adequate for crops to grow.
Actually, the rainfall has not really affected most of the fields, the farmers, because of the good distribution. Most of the maize are doing fine, more especially in the Chipata district, Lundazi district, and part of Chadiza. But Petauke, Nyimba, we are having some stress, although it has picked up this time because of the continuous activity of rainfall. Now, from today, maybe to around the next week, we expect this type of weather to continue, where we are having afternoon thunder and showers in some places.
With the assurance that the province is likely to record an improvement in the rainfall activities, it is vital for farmers to take advantage and diversify their farming activities for the benefit of the country's food security. Michelle Luwinda reporting for Zanis in Chipata District, Eastern Province.
The dry spell that has characterized the 2015-2016 farming season has continued to affect crop production, causing panic among small-scale farmers of Southern Province. Most of these maize fields here are slowly drying up as the area has not received rains for over 21 days now.
Inhola ilishupide tayiwiga botu no mwaga kambaga hikutaliga mu 14 December, then the following day mu 15 December ndaga hiwihanga nyemu, then mu 16 ndahanga mapokwe, then kuzwawo yaga hiwima limu paka mu 17 January
katutana hanga mapokwe twali hangida limu first nitwaga hanga jindija kutamu naga yuma wonse.
This situation is not without hope, as Agriculture Deputy Minister Max Asngonga, who visited several affected farming fields in Southern Province, assures the farmers of government's preparedness on food security.
The government will not let you to die out of hunger because your farm is devastated like this. Your government has put plans in place and programs in place to ensure that the other parts of Zambia, which have received sufficient rains, which will also have, good harvests, we should be able to mop up the maize that is in the north, in the west, in the Mchinga area, part of Central Province, to be able to share and feed our brothers and sisters in the southern part of the country. So the government is fully aware of the rainfall conditions that we've received this year in the southern part, and therefore as a government we're extremely determined and working at ways and plans. Even as I speak to you now, the Department of Disaster Management Unit under the Vice President's office are already in gear with their food distributions, because we have got sufficient food to be able to cater for our people.
Drought is an issue that has affected several sectors of the country's development. Not only the agriculture sector, but power generation as well. And government will continue to respond to this challenge accordingly. Chimunya Hafwiti Nalumpa, reporting for Zanis in Southern Province.
This is the fish at the center of controversy on Lake Kariba among fishermen in Sinazongwe and SIAVONGA district in Southern Province, as they claim it eats other fish species. Little do they know that the presence of crayfish, which was introduced into the lake, is a blessing to many, as it has high market value than the common fish which they capture daily. The Indian Ocean Commission, working with the Department of Fisheries, organized a workshop under the Smart Fish program in SIAVONGA, which attracted both fishermen from Zambia and Zimbabwe, including fish experts.
There's a need to come up with standards to guide those involved in crayfish exploitation, processing, storage, and marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to challenge all the participants to this workshop that you need to make recommendations to policy market meant for the improvement of this crayfish.
The experts from Zambia and Zimbabwe, who have been studying the crayfish since it was introduced in the lake, have dispelled the assertion that it eats other fish species.
It's not a great predator, it's not a great hunter. What it does is it's omnivorous, opportunistic feeder. What it can get hold of, it eats, which is organic. So it largely eats plants actually and other insects, but as it crawls along, it will be picking rotting material. So if you've got a fish that is caught up in a net, yes, it's an opportunity for it, if it's dead already, to start eating it. But it won't go in.
This crayfish crawls on the ground. And what are the adverse effect of that? The brims, which put nests on the ground, get disturbed because, they will disturb their nests, disrupt their mating.
At the moment, few Zambian fishermen involved in crayfish capture it using this device. However, they are selling it cheaply to middlemen, who sells it mostly in Chinese restaurants in Lusaka, Kitwe, and Livingstone. But their Zimbabwean counterparts are even exporting this fish to Australia and South Africa. It's now time for most fishermen to start venturing in crayfish as it has market value to boost their income. TOVIN Ngombe, Zanis, SIAVONGA District, Southern Province.